Hello and welcome to episode four
Yes.
of the vlog of the Sonata Chronicles. We have our host Bill William Brown and myself, Charles Collier. We've got some exciting news that we can't actually talk about for right now, but hopefully we'll be able to talk about it. Other than that, Bill will be going to California here in the next few weeks to discuss that important news, so hopefully we'll have some really good updates for you very soon. And this vlog, we're going to start discussing more about the setting of the movie. So we're going to start with the mythos of the different types of characters, and this episode will be about the Meelah.
Yeah, and so whenever I pitch the film and I say that the main character, Ahlmet, finds a falling star in the desert that he has to protect, people get a little confused, which it's a good confusion. I do it on purpose to confuse you because I'm mean. But the idea is that, so what he finds is what is called a Meelah, which is like a nature spirit. And this particular spirit is a spirit of sand. So, and what you, in the scenes prior to that, in the very beginning of the film, Gippa, Ahlmet's mentor and adopted grandfather, tells him about the before times where spirits of all things walked the earth, including the sand, and something happens, some kind of catastrophe, and they end up deciding to leave us and go live in the sky and become the stars. And then, of course, on cue, a star falls from the sky, and only a few moments later, Ahlmet is wandering off into the desert to go find it, where he finds Najrih, who is a sand Meelah. And so these creatures are kind of similar to angels in Judeo-Christian belief, or even nature spirits in pagan religions, and they have complete control over their elements. So, you know, in our reality, magic users might be able to control all different types of earth, but they can only do what's possible with that, whereas the Meelah control their specific type of thing, whatever they're representative of, with complete autonomy. So you see Najrih in the film hurling blocks of sandstone, causing sand to kick up and fly around. She causes the sand to turn into quicksand and start burying people. That's what she can do. Out of that, the only things a practitioner of Earth would be able to do in this setting would be to cause people to sink into sand, because sand can do that. They have to stick to what's possible, but they can make it happen at their will, whereas she can bend the form and function of the sand to whatever she wants to do.
I got a question for you on that.
Sure.
How would the traveling people, or even the city dwellers, how do they feel about her appearance? If there hasn't been an appearance of a Meelah in some generations, how do they feel about that? What is their reaction to the appearance?
Well, the wandering tribes harken back to an older belief system where the Meelah are kind of the top of that chain. So when she comes back, they see her as a herald of a new age starting. And when the film starts, they're downtrodden. The city people have taken most of the resources from the desert for themselves, so they're living in poverty, wandering about trying to make ends meet. When she comes back, she's a big symbol of hope. For the city people, when she comes back, she's kept mostly secret from them by the wandering people and by the Emperor Constant and other members of the aristocracy of the cities, in order to maintain power and stability, so that people don't get too panicked, and don't start disbelieving in them. And we'll talk about why believing in Constant and his Council of Seven and Karios is important in another episode.
Because that's a different mythos.
It is. They're different creatures for sure.
Fantastic. You think that's our 5 minutes? You think we got more time?
I think that's probably 5 minutes.
I
So
think that's gonna be 5 minutes.
there we go. That's it. Have a anyway, we've given them extra time on other ones. So
Yeah.
if we have to cut out a bit early, that's too bad for you.
I want to leave them with a cliffhanger.
Okay.
What else is gonna happen? We don't know.
We don't know.